Clearly, there's going to be a huge shift focus for engineers. So could you elaborate a little bit on what you think are the consequences for engineering curriculums, and like what should be in there, what should not be in there? How can they maybe also be tailored to help engineers work with SMEs? Like what you labeled as very critical. So, like to hear your thoughts on that.
Yes, it's. I'm working in an engineering school, so we are supposed to be able to include these technologies in our curriculum very quickly. And honestly, we are unable to do it because we are not enough reactive, because it takes so much time. We have 5 years for our engineers, and we try to modify the curriculum each year, but then we have to wait until the students come from one year to another for improving things. So clearly, we are not good, and we are worse and worse because the technologies are coming and we are not able to implement them. And we have a lot of discussions with our colleagues from mechanical engineering and so on the bases. What are the bases? And for them, the bases are, well, 80% of the curriculum, and it's impossible to remove it. But we have to find a way to remove it because, so really we are not good. And if you have better experiences, I will be very happy to learn from you.
I'd like to ask a question concerning the smart factory. And I see two aspects which should be divided or should be considered separately. First of all is mastering the task of developing and running such a system as an engineering task, and on the other hand side, the task of just doing it. And my impression is that the first task is becoming more and more complicated, and the second task easier and easier. And there are people that say that production might become a commodity, that it is of no importance where the factory is, and you can just move from one country to another, and drivers for this location decision are custom, are political decisions, and if government in the US is changing, so you switch from Mexico to US, and if the next changes, you go back, and so it's a commodity. Everybody can do it everywhere. On the one hand side, just the production, and on the other hand side, the idea of mastering that complex task. Can these be separated? Because in your contribution, as well as of Mr. Laforgia, he talked about industrialization, which would not be the case if you separate it. Do you see this difference as clear as I assume?
Yeah, thank you for the question. It's a difficult one. I would say first that I'm not convinced by the idea that a factory can be set everywhere. Because I think that these new technologies, and especially things related to knowledge management, require some cultural changes. And the people in our countries have spent years and years of storing information, analyzing information, and so on. So I'm not sure that if you take all this package and if you say, okay, I will put it in a new factory in another country, I don't think that this culture moves so easily than the machines. So, in my opinion, there is a cultural dimension on the knowledge management things. And concerning the question of the two steps, I'm not sure, but I've tested a lot of algorithms for data mining, for instance. And I think that even the basic ones are very efficient for the first applications that we have tested. So I think that implementing these simple algorithms is at the moment more useful for companies than looking for very complex other systems. I don't know if I fully answer you.
Maybe I can add some ideas. The idea is that the decision making is done in Paris in a central office, and the factory is wherever you want it. The factory, maybe you can rent a factory.
Yep.
And production is a service, and you have additional production proceedings and additional manufacturing. And today you produce automotive parts. Tomorrow for whatsoever, and the next day you do something completely different.
Yeah.
So then you centralize the knowledge of smart factory in your company, and the doing is separated at a service provider, maybe.
Yes, but there is a problem of interoperability of knowledge, like interoperability of information systems. That means that even if in one company it's not so easy to create information, create knowledge and reuse it. If there are several partners involved, it's more and more complicated. And some of my colleagues, for instance, are working on collaborative systems in order to allow a good knowledge flow between partners. And this is a new challenge and a very difficult one.